Hey everyone, how is everyone doing? Huh? Dude? I'm doing my podcast on this Sunday night. You know, weather was actually nice during the day today. An amazing fall day. With sun out and the clouds, and then everything else in between, right? But then it got cold. Dude, it got cold at night here in Jersey City. Waterfront. I guess. If you're living closer to the water, obviously it's going to get colder because of humidity and all that, right? Is that true? I think so. Huh? Um, so I just took it easy today because oh no, I was supposed to meet my girlfriend, but then I had some work shit that I had to do. Some deadlines and all that. So I told her, "Can we meet tomorrow?" Sorry. Oh no, this is what happened. So I was supposed to actually meet her, and we were supposed to go to the adoption center, animal adoption center. I was going to get a dog. However, my ex-boss and my ex-colleagues have been trying to convince me that my lifestyle is no good for having a dog as a pet. Because I won't be home. And it would be hard to actually give attention to the dog because the dogs need more attention than the cats do. I know because they need more attention. I think I think that they need more attention because they're not as what do you call it? They're not as intelligent as cats are. Am I saying that right? Jeez. So, for example, you have to walk them. The cats don't give a shit if you walk them or not. All they care is, you feed them. And then maybe they would, they want a little bit of attention, and that's it. And but for dogs, you have to like walk them, and cats. All cats do is, they just need a litter box, and then that's it. You don't have to fucking walk the fucking cat. So they have been trying to convince me to get a cat instead of a dog. So I told my girlfriend, and she was laughing. She was like, "Sleep on it, sleep on it." And then I'm like, "Yes, baby, I guess I'll have to sleep on it, and I'll make a decision tomorrow," which was today, with a clear head, But obviously, that didn't happen. So I'm planning to actually do that tomorrow. So I'm going to go to this adoption center in what do you call it? In what is that place? Jesus Christ! In Chinatown, I think Chinatown or Tribeca, one of those, right? So you have to pay, depending on the breed of the dog and the cat, you have to pay. I think it's about $300 to adopt. Yeah, because they take care of the dogs and the kids. The dogs and cats are spayed, neutered, and the vaccinations are up to date and all that, right? I mean, having a pet is like having a kid. Okay, I understand that it's more work to have a dog than to have a cat, but still you have to take the cat or the kitten to the vet, and you have to get insurance. You have to make sure you get the insurance because if for some reason if the animal has it gets sick or something like that, then the vets charge you a lot of fucking money, dude. Jesus. So that's the plan for tomorrow, Monday, October. What? It's November, sir. Oh my God. November 4th. November 4th. Okay, so this year is gone. 2019 is gone. So that means that 2020 is on the way. Is on the way, by the way. Is on the way, by the way. Right? Sorry, that was my moment. Or what the hell is this? Oh, piece of pistachios. Jesus Christ. See this? Unsalted pistachios. These are good for your health, I think. Although I had to ask my girlfriend because she knows a lot about like food and like teas and what's good for you in terms of what organ it's good for. So maybe I should text her. She's like my angel. Jesus. What are pistachios? What are pistachios good for? I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, so what the hell I was saying? Jesus. Okay, so sorry, I'm just being distracted, reading the emails. My last email, work email, I promise. Oh my God. Man, these fucking... with the new fucking software, right? With the new fucking iOS, whatever the fuck it is, right? The Apple. For some reason, it does not update the emails. Maybe the email, Apple Mail is failing. Maybe I should just install Microsoft Outlook. I think I'm going to talk to my IT guy tomorrow, or maybe I should do that on my iPhone. Right? Yeah, I think so. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Just hold on for a second, everyone. Da-ba-da-ba-doo. I believe David. Jesus, I'm sorry. Okay, that's it. Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry. Apologize. Also, by the way, so do you guys see my new iPhone, right? I told you guys in my last podcast, or the podcast before that, I actually bought the iPhone 11, right? iPhone 11, and they had in the Verizon store they only had like these 64 gigs, memory, and they only had these red ones. I'm like, yeah, that's fine. I don't give a shit. Um, and then the mistake I made was to also buy a cover for the iPhone, right? The It was actually an officially Apple, case for iPhone, right? But the problem with that fucking case is that you can't actually attach anything in the back. For example, you can attach this thing, right? This is a metal part, right? And then you can basically use it with the magnet in your car, that car holder thing, but I couldn't do this with that Apple thing because it had some fucking whatever the fucking material was. So I had to figure out, right? Obviously, I do want to get a case for the phone, because if I don't, then it's going to, like, if it falls down, then it's going to break, right? Although I think I have a warranty, but still, I think I want to get a case, and then most likely I'm going to basically transfer this metal thing to the back of the case, right? So, but right now I'm using this, and it just works fine because I had that other fucking phone holder, right, with the fucking ears, and you can't type because it has fucking ears, and you have to press it, and it's like, Jesus Christ, dude, so fucking inconvenient, sir. What else? Well, you tell us. Okay, so what happened yesterday, right? So I had dinner with some, sorry, my Microsoft Surface is doing something I don't fucking understand. Jesus Christ. Oh no, I was listening to like classic rock. But in any case, so I had dinner in the East Village, right, at this Afghan food, place. It's called Khyber Pass, right, on St. Mark. That fucking place is still open. I can't believe it. It has been there for like fucking forever, Jesus Christ. But their food is, it's okay. And then after that, I am like, okay, so, my family, friends, and the couple with their daughter were there, and then after the dinner, and they were smoking a lot of hookah. Jesus Christ. Hookah? Hookah? Oh, man. I can't fucking do that, But in any case, so after that, we got out of the restaurant, and then they went to not pick up, but to where they had parked their car, because they live out on Long Island, so obviously. And then I said, you know what, I'm just going to hang out here, so hasta la vista, right? Hasta la vista, baby. Oh, by the way, Jesus Christ. So I watched Terminator 2, Judgment Day. Oh my God, dude, that movie is fucking phenomenal. Oh my God. Arnold Schwarzenegger's acting, Linda Hamilton, and what's that kid's name? John Connor. Oh my God, dude, Jesus Christ. Because I was watching trailer for the new Terminator 3, I guess that's what it is. The Dark Face. No. Terminator 3 Dark Face, is that what it is? But oh my god, that movie is fucking amazing. Um, Hold on a second. Terminator. Oh, by the way, so Dark Fate, not Face, Fate, 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 right? Box office estimates now lower than projected. Okay, so there you go. So James Cameron, I think he was the one who actually um, what the hell is this? What website is that? Film Terminator Dark Fate. Box office estimates now lower than projected. Dude. How much money it made, by the way? Not that not that actually any of that fucking money comes to me. Terminator Judgment Day. Terminator. Judgment Day, right? Terminator 2 Judgment Day, right? Oh, Edward Furlong. So Linda Hamilton, Arnold Schwarzenegger, and the nemesis, right? The villain. Villain is Robert Patrick, right? Robert Patrick and all that. But in any case, so Judgment Day was released in 1991. It's a science fiction action film produced and directed by James Cameron, who also co-wrote it with William Wisher. The film stars Arnold Schwarzenegger, Linda Hamilton, Robert Patrick, Edward Furlong as its principal cast. It is the sequel to the 1984 film The Terminator, as well as the second installment in the Terminator franchise. Terminator 2 follows Sarah Connor and her 10-year-old son John. Dude. In any case, okay. So I don't want to fucking go on about like fucking Terminator and all that bullshit. But so I watched that this morning, right, when I woke up. And fucking amazing film, dude. Jesus Christ. Fucking amazing graphics and all that. The future, like, okay, so these robots, two types of robots, ones that actually come back from future to save the humanity, and ones that come back from the future to actually kill the humanity. What did you just say? Jesus Christ. Is that what it is? So this is 2020, right? So if some like fucking robots are being sent to 2019, right, from the future, because the future beings have developed a technology to send back robots into the past to change the course of the human civilization, right? The story also is about, Terminators are the robots wanting to actually take over, and because, robots were actually created by the humans, but then the cybernetic networks, Skynet actually, somehow wakes up, because now it has the capability to actually take over. And then, okay, is this like a fucking spoiler alert for everyone who have never watched like fucking Terminator? I don't give a shit, okay? Terminator was 1991. If you haven't watched that fucking movie and now you're telling me that I'm I'm actually having spoiler alerts about that fucking movie, then you gotta fucking, you know what? You gotta fucking catch up, right? So, I don't give a shit if anybody has problems with that. It's not like the fucking Star Wars movie that's coming up in December. Is that the movie that's actually coming up in December, by the way? I think so. What the hell I was talking about? Jesus. I jumped from one topic to the other topic to the other fucking topic. I'm sorry. Apologize. But, so last night, okay, this is what I wanted to say, right? So last night I had dinner with my family friends, and then so they left, right? So I was on First Avenue by 7th Street, so I walked down, it's kind of cold, and, it's fucking East Village. So I'm like, you know what, let me just walk into a bar. So I walk into a bar, right? And then I order a drink, right? And so there's this amazing, like, African American lady. I struck up a conversation with her, and we were talking about, what the hell were we talking about? Actually, she lives in the East Village, and she actually gave me her card. I gave her my card because she went to architecture school. She was telling me. And then, she was saying, oh, listen, so if you can buy me a drink, because I don't have cash, and these people only take cash. This is the other fucking problem. So these fucking bars, right? Some of these fucking bars in the East Village, they only take cash, no credit. You know why? Because it's all fucking under the table. You know why? Because if they do credit, then they have to report all the fucking taxes. Is that what it is? Jesus Christ. Whatever the reason, right? So, but she was amazing. We were talking about Burning Man, by the way. So, fucking Burning Man, right? So, she is with a New York camp, and they go to Burning Man every year, right? And I told her how I ended up at Burning Man, and I almost fucking, not died, but, I was like fucking, I had my own moments at Burning Man because I wasn't prepared. I didn't have a bike, right? I didn't have a bike. I couldn't sleep for 3 nights and 3 days. And I was going fucking crazy. Because I wasn't prepared. And she was like, oh man, how did you do that? Why did you do that? You had to be prepared. I'm like, no, I wasn't prepared. A friend of mine at that time, he was telling me, oh man, costume cult from fucking New York. This guy, Jeff, whatever the hell his name was, from Costume Cult, the big camp, has a ticket for you, and if you want to buy, I'm like, all right, yeah, let me buy. I'm going to the fucking Burning Man. And then I go to the fucking Burning Man, and then, I don't even have a fucking bike. I don't do my homework on, like, that you can't sleep because there's music, there's fucking so much fucking going on, And I'm a very light sleeper. I can't fucking sleep, dude. Very light sleeper. So, in any case, so she was like, ah, man. No, she was telling me that, yeah, you gotta be prepared. She was asking me if I was going to go to Burning Man again. I'm like, nah. What the fuck am I going to do at Burning Man? Like, watch some, like, fucking effigy being burned by a bunch of hippies? No. Fuck that, dude. Unless, I'm like Terrence McKenna and I want to do like a, talk shows and all that. There's no point in going to Burning Man. um, Burning Man is a pop-up, arts and music show. That's what it is. Pop-up, 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 pop-up. You know. So then from there, right? So I had 2 drinks there. I think I had 1 drink. I think I had 1 drink in this. So I'm like, you know what? Fuck this. I don't want to be in the fucking city, on a Saturday night. So I took an Uber back here, and then I stopped by at one of the other bars, and then I realized that there was some fucking, there was a large crowd of okay, so this is what it is. In Jersey City, right, if you go to a bar, right, you're going to come across a lot of young crowds, college kids and all that. You know why? Because there are a lot of colleges, not in New Jersey. I mean Jersey City. Jersey City, I think it has a couple of colleges, but Hoboken has the Stevens Institute, and then if you go outside half an hour, if you drive, there's Rutgers, right? But there's no where for them to hang out. So all these kids actually flock into fucking Jersey City, right? Into these fucking sports bars, and it's like a fucking shit show. So I'm like, you know what? No. Where the fuck it is? Oh, they were watching MMA fight. I think one of those fucking things, UFC or MMA that Joe Rogan actually talks about. I'm like, fuck this shit. I don't want to be here. So I went to some other a more mellow bar, and so I met this guy, right? So he has a book in his hand. It's John Adams, one of the presidents. So he's reading John Adams, and we were talking, shit and all that, right? Dudes. So he was telling me how he actually had lost his freelance job, and he was looking for a job, and then he was drinking and smoking, and then at some point in time, I think the bartender, she was a lady, and he was asking for another drink, and I think she basically cut him off. And so, when she cut him off, and then we were just having a conversation like him and me, and all of a sudden, I didn't know what the fuck was happening. So all of a sudden, this is my first fucking drink, right? And all of a sudden, he goes, hey man, I gotta go, I just gotta go home, I'm like, okay, what happened, Jesus? And then, so he just leaves, and then I was talking to the bartender, and I asked her, what happened? I mean, then she told me that, he was drunk, so I didn't want to sour him anymore. Oh my God, Jesus Christ. So basically the guy had apparently lost his job, and so basically he was drinking. He had been drinking since probably the beginning of the Planet of the Apes. I think that's what it was. Probably, most likely, apparently, right? What's the other word? And so she probably said to him, listen, man, you have had enough of these drinks. Maybe you want to go home, And I think that's what he did. He's like, yeah, fuck this. I'm going to go home. Yeah, you don't want to fucking, do that, man. I mean, you enjoy a drink, and then if you are just there to just drink your fucking ass off, bartenders know more than anybody else in the whole world, including if you ask God, hey, by the way, God or Jesus, Muhammad, do you think this guy is drunk? Although he's not bothering anybody or, anything, they wouldn't be able to tell you. God won't be able to tell you, nor Jesus, nor Muhammad. But the bartenders would, because they know that, because they deal with that shit every fucking day, every fucking night, you know? So I'm like, all right. But I told her, listen. So he told me that he had lost his job, and and he was like, oh, really? I didn't know that. I'm like, so this guy comes here often? He's like, no, this is the first time we saw him. I'm like, what? So he comes into a bar and just, he gets drunk and he smokes and Jesus Christ, dude, where are you? Where have you been? Huh? What the hell's wrong with you? You lost your fucking job, or maybe you should work on getting another job instead of like going to bars and drinking and smoking cigarettes. You know, Jesus Christ, dude. I mean, how hard it is for someone to be like fucking, like reasonable and logical, and instead of like fucking, because I know I actually gone through that. No, not really. I wasn't really like drinking and smoking. I was actually very happy when I kind of quit my job and lost my job. I was actually very happy, and I'm like, I felt free. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I totally fucking understand, dude, that you lost your job or whatever the fuck it is, or because there are no more jobs and all that bullshit. But you gotta fucking man it up. Man it up. You gotta fucking man it up. And instead of like going on a fucking binge drinking, you gotta fucking man it up and find another fucking job. Jesus Christ, how hard that was for me to even say. That was something very obvious, right? Let me have another pistachio, dude. All right, so it's 32 minutes. Actually 32 minutes and 39 seconds. Jesus Christ. That was my night, and after that, and then after that, I was talking to. So he left, right? And some other dudes come, and then they were sitting next to me, and then I was. They were talking about different kinds of alcohol and all that, right? And so apparently they were nursing assistants, right, in a hospital or whatever the fuck it is. So they were talking about like, what the fuck they were talking about, dude? Jesus Christ. Am I like turning my fucking podcast into my Saturday night, like fucking, my Saturday night out? Maybe I am. Maybe I am. Maybe not. Okay. I'm sorry, I apologize. I think we should get into our cheat sheet soon. Sooner than later. Right? Sooner than later. No, they were talking about how actually like different like kinds of alcohols are actually associated with like different ethnicities of people. Like for example, whiskey is associated with like Irish people or Scottish people. Vodka is associated with like Russians and all that. How rum is associated with like fucking people from the south, like Caribbean and all that. But I think the point, what the fuck am I trying to make a point about here? Okay, so I think that the point they were trying to make is that how actually, if you go into like a social scene, right? If you go to a social scene where people are having a good time, maybe like I don't know, like an office party or whatever the fuck it is, right, with your colleagues, and you ask them, hey, so man, so you're from I don't know what the fuck it is, dude. You're from Canada, so do you want me to buy like a Canadian whiskey, a Canadian whatever the fuck it is, right? So I think what they were trying to imply is that this somehow actually stereotypes people based on their origin. That maybe, oh, you know what? Maybe he's Irish, so maybe he likes whiskey. Huh? Cute. Or maybe he's from, whatever the fuck it is, like Mexico. Maybe he likes tequila. Or maybe not, dude. Okay. Point well taken. I think I understand. I understand what the fuck they were saying. But in any case, without promoting alcohol and all that, but alcohol has been the social drug of choice for human civilization for now. I don't know how many thousands of years, right? Alcohol, by the way, is an Arabic term, just like alchemy, algebra. So somehow I think it was fermented, not fermented. Well, wines are fermented, right? Are discovered, I think, in Middle East. Well, Middle East is our first civilization out of Africa, right? Human civilization, is that what it is? Jesus Christ. But besides the point that Middle East is a shit show, oh, by the way, did you guys hear about all the protests, from Chile to from fucking Lebanon to all that? Okay, let's not talk about that. Because it's the same thing as me talking about what the fuck's going on down in Washington, aka the chicken house. I don't want to talk about any of that bullshit. So why don't we just get into our cheat sheet, huh? It's already 37 minutes, 16 seconds. Ladies and gents, I hope, not that I hope, I presume you all are having a great Sunday night. Sunday night. So, so I went to Hoboken, obviously, this morning, not morning, but after I finished watching Terminator 2, and then I went to, I went to Hoboken, Bagels and Hudson. Oh man, that place is fucking amazing. They have fucking amazing bagels. So instead of the plain bagel, now I do sesame. I think sesame bagels, okay, I have to look it up. Maybe I should ask my girlfriend. Do I have to every time fucking ask my girlfriend? By the way, baby, so, what are sesames good for? Maybe I should look it up, right? What are sesames? What are sesame seeds? Remember Sesame Street? Remember Sesame? Sesame. What are sesame seeds good for, right? Okay, here we go. Sesame seeds. Okay, so 10 benefits of sesame seed. The healthy benefits of sesame seeds are due to their superior nutritional content. They include a whole host of vitamins, minerals, and natural oils. People often overlook these tiny seeds, forgetting they exist beyond the tops of hamburger buns. However, adding this small seed to your diet can make a huge impact. Low blood pressure. Okay, so low blood pressure. Why do I have to go fucking next? Jeez. Aiding digestion, apparently. Right? Aiding digestion. Manage diabetes. Although, you know what? These fucking websites, I don't have to believe in everything they say. Okay, I could believe in maybe 50% of what the fuck they say, but I won't believe in everything that they say about like nutrition and sesame seed. But in any case, okay, so it's already 40 minutes, so let's just get into our cheat sheet. How about that, ladies and gents, and every other thousands of genders associates out there, right? Okay, my first topic. Star Wars, the Force Coding Kit. Okay, so sometimes I stop by at the Apple store in World Trade Center when I take bath, after work. And so I came across this gadget, right? It's called Star Wars: The Force Coding Kit by what's the name of the company? I don't fucking remember. So apparently this kit is for kids. The kit is for kids. Kit for kids. Kit for kids. Car for kids. Cars for kids. Car for kids. Kids for kids. Jesus. Okay, so this kit is actually coding kit, right? Has been actually developed by some company in association with Star Wars, which is Disney, obviously, right? And they have come up with this amazing app where they actually teach you how to code. Do you know that? How to code? Coding is becoming so fucking amazingly easy. Oh my god. You have to be a little savvy about computers and all that. Not computers, but what they're telling you, you have to pay attention to what the bot tells you at the top, and then the list on the left side. The bot tells you, okay, now go to controls, right? Now go to controls, click on that, and drag that window onto the whatever the fuck that screen is, right? But you have to drag it to the correct location, right location, right? Otherwise it won't work. So that's the coding. That's the new coding. That's how they teach kids how to code. And that's fucking amazing, actually. I'm gonna use that more often. Actually, hold on, let me show you. Okay, so you see this thing here? That's the symbol of the Jedi Knights, right? And this is fucking, the First Order, whatever the fuck you call it, right? And so this thing actually, as you can see, with my hands, this thing can actually light up with my hand movement because it has sensors. But this is like simple technology, It's like, this is nothing. But this is to like attract kids so they feel like they're fucking Jedis, Oh my God, Jesus Christ, I have the Jedi power. Okay, so now let's go into the app and let's fucking code this. So that's how this is one of the kits that this company has come up with too. Oh my God, hold on a second. To teach kids how to code, right? Why are we teaching kids how to code? I guess because coding is good, because you can come up with your own fucking technology. You can come up with your own Jedi, whatever the fuck it is like. The sword, the saber, right? Or you can fly your own fucking Millennium Falcon, whatever the fuck it is. I guess that's what it is, right? Yeah, exactly. So this is an amazing tool. If you guys have kids, this is what I suggest you should buy. Let me tell you what it is. I'm sorry, I apologize, but okay. You see here, Kano Starwars. If you have kids, definitely buy this one. Let's say if you have kids between the age of, I don't know, 8 years old and maybe 12 or maybe 14, and if they are into Star Wars and all that, right? And this is how you actually teach them how to code, computer coding, right? There you go. I don't want to turn my podcast into the canon of Star Wars, but so that was interesting. I actually, I'm not a kid, obviously, so but I tried it, and I even learned how to code. Jesus. So that's my first topic. My second topic is Reacher. Also, Reacher, like Jack Reacher, with Tom Cruise and who's the other lady? I'm trying to remember. But I watched those, and those are fucking amazing movies. Great acting by Tom Cruise, obviously, and his counterpart, the female heroine, is that what you call? Yeah, right. And so that was, those movies are amazing, fucking amazing movies. Tom Cruise is a great actor, by the way, without repeating myself. So, he brings like fucking $100 million fucking dollars home, dude. Jesus Christ. All right, my next topic, Luger. Peter Luger Steakhouse. As you all know, Peter Luger Steakhouse is one of the famous steakhouses in New York City. The one in Williamsburg, I believe. I'm sorry, I apologize. I disconnected the mouse. Apparently, some journalist in New York Times had a really bad, when I said bad, like really, really bad article about Peter Luger's, how, they're actually, how their, like, steaks are, like, getting worse, how their sides are getting worse. And so this was a big blow to Peter Luger's Steakhouse, I think. As you all know, again, Peter Luger's Steakhouse is one of the iconic steakhouses in New York. Oh, by the way, so I had a steak tonight, I think, for dinner. Although that was like a city diner in Jersey City, good. So you guys can look it up, Peter Luger's Steakhouse, article by New York Times, I think. If I remember correctly, it was New York Times. What is the New York Times or New York Magazine? One of those. But you can look it up. And I thought that was pretty interesting. I'm neutral to all this when it comes to Peter Luger's, because I've never been to Peter Luger's. I was never there. I haven't been there in recent times, so I wouldn't know. All right, my next topic, worst airports. Okay, so what the hell are we talking about? Okay, so you know how you're flying from, let's say, from JFK or fucking LaGuardia, right? And then you land into Denver Airport or San Francisco, right? One of those, or let's say LAX. You know how you actually can find out if an airport is better or worse in terms of service, I think, and being on time, and how long it takes you to go through the fucking security and all that fucking bullshit, right? So apparently, I think I read this article on CNN where they were talking about, like, this fucking from worst to the best airports. I think LAX is one of the worst. LaGuardia is one of the worst. I know that for fucking sure. JFK, I think it is not the worst, but it is not good. It is not good. I'm telling you right now. What are one of the good airports? I think Denver Airport is one of the better ones. But I thought that was an interesting article that I wanted to share with you all. So look it up. Worst airport to fly from. How about Newark? Newark is one of the worst airports. Maybe, probably, apparently, right? All right. My next topic is online ads after purchasing. Jesus Christ. So this is the fucking, worst thing happened. Remember, not remember, but, okay, maybe remember. Remember December. Not December. Remember September. When we made the promise of love. Is that how that fucking song went? I don't fucking remember. But in any case, so remember when you actually buy something online, right? Let's say Amazon, or maybe not Amazon, or you buy something from some other fucking website, right? And then you bought it, and then it's all good. They sent you confirmation email, your payment went through and all that bullshit, right? And then you open another page, another web page, right? You know what happens? It's not only if you buy something, right? But if you looked at some of the websites and some of their contents, let's say that I looked at some air conditioning units, right? Mitsubishi air conditioning, or fucking large boilers, right? And the next page you open, you know what happens? You see all these fucking ads for large boilers, or fucking Mitsubishi air conditioners, or fucking where the fuck you looked at, right? So this is I don't know if it's Microsoft or it's Google. I think it's fucking culprits are Google and all these fucking advertising agencies behind the fucking screen, So this is what you have to fucking deal with. Jesus Christ. All right, so my next topic, I'm sorry I ranted on that, but I think that was a good rant, right? That was a fucking good rant. And I guess I didn't provide a solution for that. Well, I can't provide a solution. I don't know what the fuck solution is. I mean, you call up the companies and tell them, hey, why are you sending me these fucking ads into another website that I went to, I have no idea. So, I thought that was something that I should bring up. My next topic, Nationals take Astros. Okay, here we go. So the Nationals killed the Astros. Apparently, I think Astros actually won over fucking Yankees, but now the Nationals took over fucking Astros. So there we go. So baseball. I think I'm into baseball. I think I'm gonna watch some of the games, and I think Nationals are in the World Series. Although why we call this World Series, without repeating myself, there's no other countries in the fucking game, right? Okay, so am I hurrying this, pushing this into fucking finishing line? Maybe I am. I'm sorry. I apologize. Because it's Sunday night and it's already 11:29. I gotta get up tomorrow for another week. And oh yeah, tomorrow. So I'm gonna get I think I'm gonna get a pet, man, a dog or a cat, either or. But you all will know in my next podcast, right? And with that said, let's just get into my cheat sheet with the next topic. Okay. My next topic is EU, the biggest bureaucracy. I think that's true. EU is one of the biggest bureaucracies, I think. When it comes to like opening a business, Europe in general, I was actually, telling my brother, listen, man, you've been working for this company for too fucking long, okay? I understand, you get benefits, you get a salary and all that, but I think you should think along the lines of like starting your own fucking thing, yeah? But that's the fucking problem in these countries, like European countries. It's very hard to start your own business because there's so many fucking red tapes all over the fucking map, dude. Jesus Christ. So yeah, Europe is not a place to actually do business. I wouldn't. No. That probably may be one of the reasons why UK wanted to exit from UK, which is aka Brexit, right? I'm not sure. I'm not an expert on this, so don't quote me on that, but I think that may be one of the reasons, right? And with 56 minutes and 39 seconds, 41, Jesus Christ, it goes, Jesus. My last topic, cookies in space. Cookies in space? What the fuck's that? Jesus Christ. Oh, I know what the hell's that. Okay, so what NASA is sending, or has sent actually, through obviously a space rocket, an oven into the International Space Station, which is a piece of junk to begin with. So now what they're doing is they're sending an oven so these astronauts can actually experiment if they can actually cook cookies in this oven. What? Are you fucking kidding me? I mean, is this where we are? That we are sending like fucking ovens to see if you can cook cookies? I mean, what the fuck, dude? I mean, NASA, we haven't done anything since 1972, and now it's a fucking joke. Sending an oven to an International Space Station? International Space Station? First of all, why do we have a fucking International Space Station in the fucking space? Why don't we have a base on fucking moon? Okay? How is it not easy to actually be on moon? At least we don't have to deal with fucking gravity and all that, right? And then you are on the fucking ground. I just don't fucking understand. These fucking human beings are so fucking backward, and that's why the aliens are not interested in contacting you. Just imagine an advanced alien civilization finds out that, oh, you know what? These aliens are sending an oven by spending millions of fucking dollars into the International Space Station so that the astronauts can experiment if they can cook cookies in the oven in the fucking space. Give me a fucking break, you human beings. You should have been on the fucking moon, a base on the moon with full-fledged technology, cooking, showers, everything. And this is what I fucking don't understand. Alright, so with that said, I think I ranted enough on that one. And yes, my last one also, yes, on the fucking Mars. Where are we with that, huh? Jesus Christ. Yeah, because we have been creating more weapons to kill each other than like fucking exploring the space. But that's gonna happen. That's gonna happen regardless of the government does or not. It's already happening. So with that said, I'm on the 1 hour mark, everyone. Have a great Sunday night, and I'll see you all on next Sunday or Saturday.